Today we're talking about translating expressions. So our learning target is I can translate verbal expressions into number sentences. Please write the date that you're watching this. Write what you already know about translating verbal expressions into number sentences. We did this a little bit in Unit 1, so you should remember a little bit about it. And then pause the video at this moment and get all that done, and then restart when you're ready. So for our vocabulary today, we have this nice little chart. And what this chart is here for is this is going to give us words that help us for when a problem is addition, when it's a subtraction, when it's multiplication, and when it's division. So addition words could include things like add, altogether, both, combined, how many, increase, join, plus, sum, together, total. Subtraction words could include deduct, decrease, difference, how many more, how many left. So one thing that would be a great way to start is to pause the video, look over these words a little bit, make sure you have seen all these words before, that you know what they mean. Spend some time thinking about why these words mean what they do as far as addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. And then this is going to be a really helpful chart for you to refer back to while you're working on these assignments. So our problems today are about translating verbal expressions, verbal phrases into algebraic expressions or equations. So for example, if we had a number increased by 5, basically what we want to do with this is right now it is a verbal expression. It is words. We want to turn it from words into a number sentence, which more or less means a math problem. So when I do this, I like to look at the problem and figure out what all of these things mean so that I can turn this verbal phrase into a algebraic expression or equation. Okay? So for example, I see increased by. Increased by tells me, if I look up here, I see increase is a word that stands for addition. That means there's going to be an addition in my algebraic expression or equation. I also see the number 5. That means there's going to be the number 5. And then finally, I see where it says here, a number. A number means that's going to be a variable. And for a variable, we can represent that with any letter we want. It can be A, B, C, D, whatever we want. The most common ones are either X or N for number, and then X because that's just a letter we really like in algebra. So I have a number that will be represented by X. I have an addition, and I have 5. And now that I've done all this, I can see, oh, my algebraic expression is going to be X plus 5. Those are things that are going to have to be in it. And that's my answer. My answer, algebraic expression. In this case, it's an expression because it does not have an equal sign. If it had an equal sign, that would tell me that this was an equation. Okay? For the next one, 7 less than a number. Okay? So less than, if I look up here, less than is a word that means subtraction. So I'm going to have a subtraction. I see the number 7, so there'll be a 7. And I see where it says a number, which will be X. So I'm going to have a 7, a subtraction, and an X. And I want to think about which number here is the bigger value. Which number here is the one I'm starting with, because that will be the first number. So it's a 7 less than a number. That means I'm taking 7 away from a number. So my first thing is going to actually be X and then subtract 7. 7 minus X is not the same thing as X minus 7. Think about it. If I did 10 minus 2, that's 8. But 2 minus 10, that's going to be something negative. Those are different things. So we have to think about which one comes first with subtraction. And in this case, I have 7 less than a number. I'm taking 7 away from the number, so it is x minus 7. So be really careful with subtractions that you know which one comes first. Our next one is 3 more than twice a number. Okay? So at this point, try to see if you can pause the video and solve this problem on your own. Okay? So looking at this, I know that more than means add. I'm also going to have the number 3. I'm going to have a number, so that'll be my x. And then twice. Twice is kind of an interesting word. I don't see it on any of these things here. But twice means 2. It means there's 2 of them. So that means it's going to be a times 2. So 3 more than twice a number. So I know I'm going to have 2 times x because twice a number means 2 of the number, or 2x. And the 3 more than that will be plus 3. Now I could have also done 3 plus 2 times x. For addition, those are the same thing. So either one of those answers would have been exactly the same. So if you got one of those things, then you got the right answer. All right. For the next one, 4 decreased by the quotient of a number and 7. Again, pause the video here, see if you can solve it, and restart when you're ready. So going through this, I say that I'm going to have the number 4. Decreased by means subtract. Quotient means divide. A number, okay, that'll be my variable, and you don't have to use x. You could use a or b or c or n or p or v, really whatever letter or whatever letter you want for your variable. X is one of the most common, so that's why I've been using it. And then I'll have also the number 7. So I'm going to have a 4, a subtraction, and then a division of number and 7. Okay, so the quotient of a number and 7, that means I'm going to have x divided by 7. Remember, a fraction bar can also mean division. And then 4 decreased by the quotient. So that leads me to believe that 4 is my first number. I'm decreasing it by 4 by something. So 4 is my number in front. And I end up with 4 minus x over 7. For our last one here, again, see if you can pause it, solve the problem on your own, and restart when you're ready. So here I have 16 increased by, that tells me it's an addition. A number, that's x. 27 is 27, but I have this word is. And maybe you figured out the is, that's going to mean equals. So 16 increased by adding a number, x, equals 27. Okay, well, all I have to do in this case is 16 plus x equals 27. It wrote it all out for me there. Please let me know if you have any questions about any of this. Rewatch parts of the video that you need, and have a great rest of your day.